Uh, Welcome all for this session on KPI. Okay, being the first time, okay, we may have some hiccups here and there. I don't know how to unmute you. I think Amir, you are asking to unmute. I don't know how to do it. Let us learn that. Okay, got it. Yes, Amir, you can go ahead. Amir, you have to unmute yourself. Go. Good afternoon. Okay, thanks all for joining. Yeah, so we have a quick note. Actually, someone asked me to give this particular topic. So I take that session, and thanks to Manju for joining this. With that, I'm starting this session. Right. So the KPI, okay, we will discuss about the KPI, right? KPI is very big term, right? Key performance indicator. Many of the people who came for an interview, they will ask why I should know about KPI. I'm working on a small client, right? They don't need KPI. Why I have to concentrate on the KPI? That's what the question they are asking us. See, the point is, unless you know what is the KPI, you cannot measure, right? See, for example, if you take Indian educational system, there will be a plus or minus lot of discussion point. But the problem here is we are measured by the percentage of marks or the grade, right? That's for the indicator, right? Whether right or wrong, that's a different story. That's an indicator. The similar way, for example, I'm handling 5 clients, right? 5 different clients. Which client is performing well? How I know that? This is a KPI indicator, and the benchmarking system is produced by the quality methodology to measure yourself. So KPI is very, very important metrics. And being a leader in RCM, right? And you have to empower yourself to understand the KPI. See, if you take KPI, there are a lot of KPI metrics are there, right? So there's a few companies, they will track around 25 different KPI metrics. But you need not go to that level. At least you should start maintaining the basic KPI metrics. So what are all the basic KPI metrics? See, wherever you go to your RCM and US healthcare industry, the AR days is a very, very key and very important metrics. So what do you mean by AR days? See, for example, I'm filing my claim today. Within how many days I can get my payment? Okay, that will be a best indicator to see that you are in the right track or you are deviating from the expectation, right? The AR days, that's the first one metric, which will take it as a very, very important KPI metric. So how to calculate that? So we are not talking about the only theoretical part, right? We should know how to calculate that particular metrics. So if you consider how to calculate my AR days, what do you need to do? Take your total gross AR and then divide that by average charge value. So what do you mean by average charge? See, for example, I am entering 100 claims per day. Okay, so it's not about the claim number, it's a value. Okay, I'm taking number for your easy understanding. 100 claim I'm entering and within 30 days. So it is 100 divided by 30 is your average daily charges. See, for example, 100K is my charge per month. You have to divide that by 30 days on an average. Some company will follow 31. Say some month we have 31 days and then 30 days. So they will take average and then they will come back. Different company follow different methodology. In general, you have to take that monthly charges divided by 30 days. Okay. Some organization will go for a 3 months average. Some organization will go for a 6 months average. That's based on their metrics, right? Usually, majority of the company will go for a 90 days metrics. That is a 3 months metrics. So what we need to do, we'll take 3 months average charge and then divide by 90 days. So this need to be divided from your total AR, which is going to give you the gross AR. See, the gross AR will decide you are maintaining your AR in the right days or not. The best practice of any AR, your AR days would be around 35 days. Right? This is one very good metrics which everyone should understand. Everyone should follow. Okay, this is a very important metrics on your RCM. And coming to the next one, okay, the industry gross, that is insurance gross over 90 days. Okay, wherever you go, they will ask what is your 90 days percentage, right? Why they are asking this question, right? See, for example, your AR days is 35 and your 90 plus is going beyond the limit, then that means what? You are not concentrating on your old AR, which your AR is going to get accumulated and then it's getting dumped. So that is a very important metrics to indicate you are keeping your AR tight control or there is a lot of loose ends, right? So industry metrics, how you calculate 90 plus, you take whatever the AR is above 90 plus and divided by your total AR. That will give your 90 plus AR. The industry benchmark, it is 10%. Some industry will have a different one. See, for example, I have three different clients. Each client have a different one. The previous organization, we used to have around 6%, 7% and all we maintain because it's an individual doctors, right? So there is a different way to metric, but that is a benchmark should be there. See, for example, 10% is by benchmark. Then I know that where I am, right? Where I'm in the right metrics or not. That will give an indicator about your 90 plus. The same way, the 120 plus, some industry don't want to go to 90 plus, but they will concentrate on 120 plus. So how you calculate 120? The same way. You take AR above 120, divided that by your total outstanding AR. That is going to be your 90 per 120 plus. So what is the best practice? 15% is the best practice as per HFMA and MGMA practices, but it will differ by specialty wise. And then you have to come back with a discussion with your client and your management. What is my 120 plus? Then try to maintain. And third one, what I am going to do is here a denial, the percentage of denial. See, what do you mean by percentage of denial? For example, I'm billing 100 claims, 100 CPT code this month. How many CPTs are getting denied? That's a right way to calculate. This will be the number, right? For example, I'm billing 100 CPT. In that, 5 CPTs are getting denied. That will become 5% of a denial. But usually, we will not go by number, except for few organizations. Majority of us will go by the dollar value. So what we will calculate? What is the denial posted for that particular month? Divided by your total charges entered that month. So industry standard, if you calculate, that is around 8% is our industrial standard, and it will go plus or minus 1 or 2% based on the specialty, right? If you reduce your denial and if you are able to fix your denial at the first pass, in the root level itself, then your process will become auto streamlined. It will go in the right way. If not, we are preparing one more series for how to introduce lean in RCM. We are talking about what we can do to reduce our denial. So we'll come back with that training video shortly, so you can get some knowledge about that also. And other two metrics, which is a base metrics, every company will follow. We'll call that as a CCR percentage, clean claim first pass ratio. Okay, clean claim ratio they will call, or clean claim first pass ratio. This is mainly from the rejection point, right? For example, I'm billing 100 claims. How many claims are reaching directly to the payer and how many is getting rejected by the clearinghouse? So this is the indicator where your billing, that's auto billing or your manual billing, is it done effectively, right? The industrial standard is 96%. How to calculate what is a rejection divided by total charges entered on that particular month? It's a very simple, but it's a very powerful metrics, which will decide you are going to collect the money in this month or not. See, you may have the problem now with your Change Healthcare. We don't know claim accepted by the payer or not. That is going to create a trouble. So please focus on that and then find a way how to check the claim status for whatever you file through the Change Healthcare. Right. And the next one is FPPR. This also very important metrics. We call it as a first pass payment rate. And every organization expect that above 95%, and 97% is the ideal one, but we can improve it, right? We can reduce our denial rate and you can reduce your rejection, and then we can move on to this particular one. So these two, clean claim ratio and FPPR, are related to your first pass, right? How much I'm getting the claim paid in the first front without any additional touch. And other two more area which is relevant to your revenue, which we'll call it as a gross collection ratio. This simple, how to calculate total collection divided by charge. So what is your collection on that particular month divided by how many charges you entered on that month? Okay, it is also the dollar value wise. multiplied by 100 will give you the GCR percentage. See, the GCR percentage, sometimes if you go to the interview or even if you discuss with your management, some account will have 30 to 35% will be dealt as very big GCR. If you come to your autism or behavioral health, 95% they will not consider as a good GCR, because the allowed amount, right? Wow, how much you are billing from the allowed amount, that matters. In general, wherever it is not relevant to your autism or behavioral health, 35% and above will be considered as a best practice. See, you know very well, right? I'm billing the charge. I may not collect the payment in that month itself, right? It will take time. So usually what companies will do, they will not calculate GCR in a single month, but we'll go back for a 3 months average, right? 3 months, what is the total charge entered and how much I'm getting a payment, right? For example, I'll take a month of April. April, how much I received a payment divided by 3 months average charges I'll take, right? So I'll take from April, March, and Feb. I'll take 3 months average, and that I considered as a denominator and derive the percentage. And the last one, NCR, which is a net collection ratio. See, this net collection ratio, many of the company now it's not following, but in general, this NCR will give you, say, for example, we'll take a scenario. Medicare allowed amount and commercial allowed amount will differ, right? So how to measure it? If you go to GCR, it is not going to give you are collected as per expectation or not. But this NCR will give you the expected collection after deducting the adjustment. The formula is total payment divided by charges minus contractual adjustment into 100. See, when you divide charges and then subtracting your contractual adjustment, this will give exact allowed amount which you are supposed to collect for that particular charges. So this will be the indicator for NCR. The company who are all following the NCR, the best rating or best score will be the 95%, right? This is what we are following. This is a major KPI metrics I brought in, but we have a lot other metrics. If you go to white space, they have around 86 metrics they are dealing with the Omega. Whenever the client is coming to them, they will share all this 85 metrics to them. But the problem here is, if your metrics is going beyond the controllable number, then you don't know, right, what to do with it. Okay, what to track, what to concentrate on. That's the only challenge. So keep limited KPI, and from there, and then you can go ahead and then you can track it better, right? That's the way the KPI should be dealt with. That's all I have for today. I think someone raised the hand. Let me check how to unmute them. So if you have any question, you can raise. I'll try to unmute and then bring you for the discussion.